Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Global English Academy, the place where English feels warm, real, and part of your daily life. I'm Emily, and I'm so happy you're here today.
And I'm Paul. I've got my tea, my blanket, and my movie list ready. I feel like it's going to be a cozy episode.
It really is, Paul, because today we're talking about something everyone loves: movies.
Yes. Movies make us laugh, cry, and dream. And they're also one of the best ways to learn English naturally.
Exactly. In today's episode, we'll learn how to talk about movies in English, your favorite genres, actors, stories, and how to share your opinions like a native speaker.
That sounds fun. So grab your popcorn, relax, and let's start this movie conversation together.
And don't forget to like this episode if you love learning English through real-life topics.
And subscribe to Global English Academy, because every week we bring you stories and conversations that make English feel alive.
All right, Paul, let's start with the first question, something simple and fun. What kind of movies do you like?
That's an easy one. I love action movies. You know, the ones with fast cars, explosions, and heroes saving the world.
Of course you do. So something like Mission Impossible or Fast and Furious?
Exactly. When I watch them, my heart beats faster. It's so exciting. What about you, Emily?
I love dramas and romantic comedies. I like stories about people, emotions, and real life.
So you're the type who watches Notting Hill or The Notebook with a box of tissues next to you?
Guilty. But I also enjoy a good mystery, something that keeps me guessing until the end.
Oh, yes. Mystery movies are great. Like Sherlock Holmes or Knives Out. They make you think and feel smart when you guess the ending right.
Exactly. So, friends, let's practice. When someone asks, "What kind of movies do you like?" you can say, "I like action movies. I love romantic comedies. I enjoy watching thrillers."
And if you want to sound more natural, you can also say, I'm really into horror movies, or I'm a big fan of science fiction.
Nice one, Paul. "I'm into" or "I'm a big fan of" are supernatural phrases.
Let's repeat together, friends. I'm into action movies.
Good job. Now try another one. "I'm a big fan of romantic comedies."
That's perfect. See, you're already sounding like a native speaker.
Now, here's something to remember. When you talk about movie genres, pronunciation matters. For example, say comedy, not comedy. The stress is on the first syllable.
Let's practice. Co-ma-D.
Co-ma-D. Great.
And how about thriller? It sounds like thrill-er.
Exactly. Thriller. A movie full of suspense and excitement.
Okay, Emily, can we do a quick quiz?
Sure.
If I say a movie that makes you laugh, what genre is that?
That's a comedy.
And a movie that makes you scared?
Horror.
Good. A movie about love and relationships?
Romance or romantic comedy.
And one about detectives and secrets?
Mystery or thriller.
Perfect.
Now, here's a tip for you, friends. When you don't know the exact genre, you can say it's a kind of, for example, it's a kind of drama.
Yes. That's a great way to keep the conversation going, even if you're not sure of the right word.
Paul, do you remember the first movie that made you fall in love with cinema?
Oh, yes. It was Jurassic Park. I was a kid, And when I saw those dinosaurs, my jaw dropped. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
That's amazing. I remember watching Titanic when I was young. I cried so much, but it was beautiful.
It's funny how movies stay with us, isn't it? You remember where you were, what you felt, even the smell of popcorn.
Yes, that's the magic of movies. And that's why talking about them in English is such a great way to connect with people.
Totally. You can meet someone new and say, "Hey, what's your favorite movie?" And boom, the conversation starts naturally.
So friends, let's practice one more question together. Repeat after us. What kind of movies do you like?
Now, answer it in your own words. Think for a second. What kind of movies do you really love?
You can even comment below and tell us your favorite genre. We love reading your answers.
Yes, and if you don't remember the English word for it, don't worry. Describe it. You can say, "It's about love," or "It's about space," or "It's funny." That's enough.
Exactly. Language is about communication, not perfection.
I like that. Communication, not perfection. That should be our motto.
Maybe we should put it on a t-shirt.
Yes. Communication, not perfection.
Friends, remember this. Every time you talk about movies, you're not just learning words. You're sharing emotions, memories, and ideas. That's what language is all about.
And the more you talk, the easier it becomes. Just like in movies, every scene makes the story better.
Beautifully said, Paul.
Thank you. So, what's next on our movie journey?
Next, we'll talk about your favorite actors and characters, the people who make the movies unforgettable.
Nice. I already have some names in mind.
I'm sure you do. Let's dive into that right after this short break. We just talked about movie genres: action, romance, comedy, mystery. Now let's move to the stars of the screen, the actors and characters.
Yes, the people who make every story come alive. I mean, without great actors, even the best movie can feel flat.
That's so true. So, Paul, tell me, who's your favorite actor?
That's a tough question. I think I'd say Tom Hanks. He's just so natural. When he talks, it feels like a real person, not a movie character.
Good choice. Tom Hanks can make you laugh in Forrest Gump and cry in Castaway. He's amazing.
Exactly. And you, Emily, who's your favorite actress?
I love Emma Stone. She's funny, charming, and so expressive. In La La Land, she made me feel every emotion.
Yes, I love that movie too. The music, the colors, and her acting, just perfect.
You know, when we talk about actors, it's also good to talk about the characters they play. Sometimes we love a movie not because of the actor, but because of the character's story.
That's true. Like Harry Potter. People around the world love that character because he represents courage, friendship, and hope.
Exactly. And even though Daniel Radcliffe played him, it's Harry who stays in people's hearts.
Let's help our listeners with some useful English here. You can say, "My favorite actor is," or "I really like." For example, my favorite actor is Leonardo DiCaprio.
Or, I really like Jennifer Lawrence. She's talented and funny.
And if you want to sound more natural, you can say, "I'm a fan of," like, "I'm a fan of Will Smith."
That's great. Let's practice together, friends. Repeat after us. I'm a fan of Tom Hanks.
I'm a fan of Emma Stone.
Good job. You can also say, I love the way she acts, or he's great in that movie.
Right. For example, I love the way she acts in La La Land.
Exactly. Now, here's a mini vocabulary spotlight for you.
Ooh, I like this part.
Word 1, performance. It means how well someone acts in a movie. For example, her performance was amazing. Synonym is acting.
Word 2. Character. That means the person an actor plays. For example, I like his character in that film.
Word 3. Scene. That's one part of a movie, like one event or one location. For example, my favorite scene is at the end.
Nice. Those are super useful words. You can use them in any movie conversation.
Yes. And don't forget pronunciation is important. Say performance, character, and scene.
Okay, let's make it fun. Emily, if you could be any movie character, who would you be?
Oh, that's a great question. I think I'd be Hermione from Harry Potter. She's smart, brave, and loves books, just like me.
Yes, that fits you perfectly. You even sound a bit like her.
Thank you. What about you, Paul?
I'd be Iron Man. He's funny, smart, and confident. And he flies. Who wouldn't want that?
Of course. Iron Man is such a cool character.
But seriously, that's a good English pattern. If I could be any character, I would be. And then, you can use it for fun conversations.
Yes. Let's practice. Friends, repeat after us. If I could be any character, I would be, and then add your favorite one.
It's a great way to share your personality and learn conditionals naturally.
Paul, do you ever get inspired by movie characters?
All the time. Sometimes I watch a movie and it changes how I think, like The Pursuit of Happiness. That story motivates me to never give up.
That's a beautiful one. It reminds me that hard times don't last forever.
Exactly. Movies teach us lessons, not just language.
Friends, what about you? Is there a movie character that inspires you? Maybe someone brave, funny, or kind. Think about it for a second.
And write your answer in the comments. For example, I'm inspired by Captain America because he never gives up.
Yes, that's a good one. And remember, when you write in English, don't worry about being perfect. The goal is to express your ideas.
That's right. Every small step counts. Even writing one sentence helps your brain grow stronger in English.
Now, let's do a short pronunciation game. I'll say an actor's name, and you repeat after me. Ready?
Let's go.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Good. These names can be tricky, but practicing them helps you sound more natural.
And if you forget, it's okay. Just describe the person. Say, the actor from Titanic, or the actress from The Hunger Games.
Exactly. English is about connection, not perfection.
You really love that quote today.
Because it's true.
Okay, one last phrase for our friends. You can say, he's my favorite actor because, and then explain why. For example, he's my favorite actor because he's funny.
Or, she's my favorite actress because she's very natural.
Yes, adding because helps you give more details. It makes your answers sound richer and more interesting.
Perfect. So friends, we've talked about genres and actors. But a movie isn't just people. It's also about the story.
Right, the plot, the message, the moments that make you say, wow.
So, next we'll talk about how to describe what a movie is about, how to tell the story simply in English.
Nice. That's one of my favorite parts. I always forget how to explain the plot in English. So, I need this too.
Then you'll love the next part, Paul. And friends, stay with us. It's going to be fun and full of useful phrases. All right, friends, welcome back. We've talked about movie genres and your favorite actors. Now let's move to the heart of every film, the story.
Yes, because when someone asks, what's the movie about? It's not always easy to answer, right?
Exactly. Sometimes your mind goes blank. You know the movie, you loved it, but suddenly you can't explain it in English.
That happens to me all the time. I just say, it's, about something.
I know that feeling. But don't worry, today we'll make it easy. You'll learn how to describe a movie simply and naturally.
Perfect. So, Emily, what's the first phrase we can use?
Start with this one. It's about. For example, it's about a man who travels through time.
Nice and simple. It's about works for any movie. Like, it's about two friends who go on an adventure.
Yes, you can also use the movie tells the story of. For example, the movie tells the story of a young girl who follows her dreams.
That sounds beautiful. So we can say, it's about, it tells the story of.
Exactly. And if you want to say it in a different way, you can use the main character is.
Right. For example, the main character is a teacher who moves to a new city.
Perfect. Now let's practice with a real example. Paul, can you tell me what Titanic is about?
Okay, let me try. It's about a young couple who meet on a ship, fall in love, and face a big tragedy.
That's great. Simple, clear, and emotional.
Thank you. Now, your turn, Emily. What's Forrest Gump about?
It's about a man with a kind heart who lives an amazing life, meets many people, and never gives up.
Perfect. See, friends, you don't need fancy words. Just focus on the main idea and feeling.
Exactly. Let's help our listeners with a few key words they can use.
Okay, vocabulary spotlight time.
Word 1, plot. That means the main story or events of a movie. Example, the plot is very interesting. Synonym, storyline.
Word 2, main character. That's the most important person in the movie. Example, the main character is brave and funny.
Word 3, ending. That's how the movie finishes. Example, the ending was surprising.
Nice. I love when movies have unexpected endings.
Me too. They stay in your mind. Now, Paul, let's describe one more movie. What's The Lion King about?
It's about a young lion who learns to be brave and become king after losing his father.
That's a beautiful summary.
And it's short. That's important, friends. When describing movies, keep it simple. 2 or 3 sentences is enough.
Exactly. Let's do a mini exercise. Friends, think of your favorite movie. Now say out loud, it's about, and finish the sentence.
Go ahead. We'll wait for a second.
Good. You did it. Even if it's not perfect, that's progress.
Yes. Every time you describe a movie in English, your speaking gets better.
Now let's add emotions. You can say it's a sad story, or it's funny and heartwarming.
Heartwarming, that's a nice word. It means something that makes you feel happy inside.
Exactly. For example, it's a heartwarming story about family and friendship.
You can also say it's based on a true story. That means it really happened in real life.
Yes, like The Theory of Everything or The Imitation Game.
Those movies are so inspiring.
They are. Movies based on true stories often teach us something important about life.
Speaking of teaching, Emily, can we share a small tip for learning English through movies?
Of course, when you watch movies in English, don't try to understand every single word. Focus on the feelings and the actions.
Yes, try to guess the meaning from the situation.
Exactly. And later, you can check the subtitles or write down 1 or 2 new phrases.
For example, when I watched Spider-Man, I learned the phrase, "With great power comes great responsibility."
That's a powerful line, and you never forget it because it's connected to emotion.
Right. That's how your brain remembers, through feelings, not just words.
So, friends, when you describe a movie, think about how it made you feel. You can say, it made me cry, or it made me laugh.
Let's try that. It made me cry.
It made me laugh.
It made me think.
Good. Those phrases make your answer sound emotional and real.
Now, Emily, do you prefer movies with happy endings or sad endings?
I like both, honestly. Sad endings make me think deeply, but happy endings give me hope.
Yes, I agree. Sometimes I cry, but I still love it. It's like a good kind of sadness.
Exactly. It's emotion, and emotion means connection. That's why movies are so powerful. They speak to our hearts.
That's why I think learning English through movies is one of the best methods. You're not just memorizing words, you're feeling them.
Yes, and when you feel English, you remember it naturally.
So, friends, here is your challenge. Pick one movie you love. Describe it in 3 sentences. Use "it's about," "the main character is," and "the ending is."
For example, it's about a young man who dreams big, the main character is kind and brave, the ending is emotional but beautiful.
Perfect! You can write your answers in the comments. We'll read them all.
And don't worry about grammar mistakes. Every small effort helps you get closer to fluency.
Yes, progress, not perfection.
All right, Paul, we've talked about what a movie is about, but there's one more important thing, how we feel about it.
Ah, yes, the review part. Saying whether you liked the movie or not.
Exactly, because when you talk with friends, they'll always ask, "Did you like it?"
And sometimes that question is harder than it sounds.
True, so let's help our listeners with that next.
Perfect. Let's get ready to share opinions, the fun part.
Now that we know how to describe a movie, it's time for the most natural question. Did you like it?
Yes, that's what everyone wants to know after you finish talking about a film. Did you like it or not?
Exactly. And in English, there are many ways to answer that question. Let's start simple.
You can say, yes, I did, or no, not really. But that sounds a bit short, right?
Right. We can make it sound more natural by adding emotion. For example, yes, I loved it. Or, it was amazing.
Or, if you didn't like it, say, it was okay, or I didn't really enjoy it.
Yes, these are polite and natural ways to express your opinion. Let's practice together. Repeat after us. I loved it.
I loved it.
It was amazing.
It was okay.
I didn't really enjoy it.
Perfect. You sound great already.
Now, if you want to explain why you liked or didn't like a movie, you can say, I liked it because...
For example, I liked it because the story was touching.
Or, I didn't like it because it was too long.
That's good. Let's give our listeners a few adjectives they can use to describe movies.
Sure, here are some useful words. Exciting, funny, boring, emotional, scary, inspiring, confusing, romantic.
Great list. So you can say, it was exciting or it was boring.
Exactly. And here's a vocabulary spotlight for you friends.
All right, let's go.
Word 1. Emotional. Something that makes you feel strong emotions. Example. The ending was very emotional. Synonym, moving.
Word 2. Inspiring. Something that gives you motivation. Example, that movie was inspiring. Synonym, motivational.
Word 3. Boring. The opposite of interesting. Example, the movie was boring. Synonym, dull.
Nice! These words are perfect for movie reviews.
Yes. And remember, you don't need to sound like a film critic. Just speak from your heart.
Exactly. You can say, it made me happy, or it made me sad. That's real English.
Speaking of real Paul, what's one movie that really surprised you?
Maybe Inception. It blew my mind. I had to watch it twice to understand everything.
Me too. I remember sitting there thinking, wait, are we in a dream or real life?
Yes, it's confusing, but amazing at the same time.
So, if a movie surprises or confuses you, you can say, it was mind-blowing.
That's a good one. Mind-blowing means something incredible or shocking in a good way.
Exactly. Let's practice one more. The movie was mind-blowing. Now, let's talk about recommendations.
Yes. After you share your opinion, your friend might ask, would you recommend it?
That means, should I watch it too? Exactly. If you liked it, say, yes, I'd definitely recommend it.
Or, you should watch it. It's worth it.
And if you didn't like it, you can say, I wouldn't really recommend it, or it wasn't my favorite.
Those are polite ways to say no without sounding too harsh.
Yes. And remember, when you recommend a movie, you can also say why.
Like, I'd recommend it because it's funny and relaxing.
Exactly. Or you should watch it because the music is beautiful.
Let's give our listeners a small mini practice.
Okay. Friends, think of a movie you love. Now say, I'd recommend it because, and finish the sentence.
For example, I'd recommend it because the story is touching.
Perfect. And remember, you can also say it's worth watching.
That's a great one. It means the movie deserves your time.
Yes. For example, it's long, but it's worth watching.
That's so natural and easy to remember.
Paul, do you have a movie you'd recommend to our listeners?
Yes, I'd recommend The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. It's inspiring, beautiful, and makes you want to chase your dreams.
That's such a good one. I'd recommend Inside Out. It's emotional and teaches you to understand your feelings.
Great choices! Both movies remind us that life is full of meaning, and that's what makes movies special.
Yes, they help us feel, reflect, and grow, just like learning English.
Exactly. Every new word you learn is like a new scene in your story.
I love that. Learning English is your own movie, full of small moments, emotions, and progress.
And remember, it doesn't matter if your English isn't perfect. Every time you speak, you're writing another chapter.
Beautifully said, Paul. So, friends, let's quickly review what we learned today.
We learned how to talk about movie genres: action, romance, comedy, mystery.
We learned how to describe actors and characters using my favorite actor is or I'm a fan of.
We learned how to explain the story using it's about and the main character is.
And we learned how to share opinions. I loved it. It was okay. I'd recommend it because.
Exactly. So next time someone asks about your favorite movie, you'll be ready to answer in perfect, natural English.
And don't forget to comment below. Tell us about a movie you love and why.
Yes, we want to know. What movie would you recommend to others?
Remember, even one English sentence today is one more step toward your confidence tomorrow.
That's our favorite quote. One English sentence today, one step closer to your dream.
Friends, thank you for listening to Global English Academy.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves movies too.
And remember, don't just watch English movies, live them. Feel every word, every emotion, and every story.
Because English isn't just a language, it's a part of your life's movie.
Exactly. Until next time, keep watching, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself.
See you in the next episode, friends.
Bye for now, and don't forget your popcorn.
Yes, popcorn is essential for learning English.